This is the Hanging with A podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's the Hanging with A podcast, episode 59, coming to you always from Brockton, Massachusetts. Before we even get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been subscribing, who's been checking out episodes, who's been sharing, commenting, and liking all my episodes. The Hanging with A podcast is at 13,000 plus subscribers right now. That doesn't happen without the love and support of all of you. I'm going on my fourth year of having this platform, having this podcast, and I'm keeping it going. And I appreciate all the love and support. You can find the Hang with E podcast on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm all over the place, as I say all the time. Just giving you the greatest and the latest. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a gentleman. I came across his music on Instagram, like I do most of the MCs that I come across and I have on this platform. I love what he's doing, man. I love his energy. I love his sound. I love his music. I say to myself all the time, I want to have people on here that represent real MCing and real hip hop. And that's what I try to bring to you guys. And this gentleman that I'm getting ready to introduce is an example of that real hip hop, the essence, and he's bringing back that feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Tetris.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That's a hell of an intro, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
No problem at all,
Appreciate
man.
that. That's
I
all
no
love.
problem at all. I love what you're doing, man. I love what you're doing. I had to get you on here, man, because I just love what you're doing, man.
Thank you. And
Oh,
and once you even reached out to me, I just kind of dabbled in what you was doing. I was like, I love it, man. Keep going. And
yeah.
even just how you brought yourself out now, you informing me of how long you've been doing it and how much you've been grinding. Like, so respect, real recognize real, brother.
No
Keep
problem.
going. And I
No problem
appreciate
at
being on the
all.
platform, brother.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Who are you?
Well, shit, I come from Norfolk, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this rap thing since elementary school. I was rapping about Dragon Ball Z and wrestlers and all that kind of stuff. Started real early. You know what I'm saying? Uh, in my later years, I had joined the Navy and I did 8 years in the Navy, and then I had got out and I just started. You know what I'm saying? Working for myself and just trying to get things done. You know what I
Yeah, yeah.
mean?
How talk to me a little bit about the Navy, man. How was that? How was that experience for you?
Oh man, that experience was crazy, bro. Like, cause I was on submarines,
Okay, okay.
so like it was a whole different story, man. Like it's like a long plane ride, and you down there for weeks, even months. You know what I'm saying? You come up once a week to send off transmissions to get mail and you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, you down there and you down there.
Yeah.
So it's wild, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That sounds like a great experience in itself. My
Yeah.
brother's in the army. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So he's in the army. He's stationed out in Georgia right now. No, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Um, so you know what I mean. I know a little bit about the service. You know what I'm saying, and like from his experience and what he shared with me. So um, definitely. How was life for you growing up?
Like for me, growing up was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I had a pops that was in the Navy, so he was always doing this thing. Mom Dukes busting her ass. You know what I'm saying? And I think I fell in love with the music from the childhood. They would play a lot of stuff with, you know what I'm saying, where I would get most of my soul samples and all that kind of stuff. That was the kind of music I was surrounded by. You know what I'm saying? Them oldies but goodies, all that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Your
yeah,
Al Greens, your Teddy Pendergrass, all that. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I was gonna
So
I was gonna ask you that, man. Like, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I have to say it was between the music they were playing and then you know what I'm saying. I had an older brother as well. I got two older brothers that you know what I'm saying, they were hip hop heads, and so I got introduced to Biggie and Pac real early. You know what I'm saying? So I think my love for and Busta Rhymes early, like I think my love just all came from that household. You know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I want to say when I fell in love with it, man, it had to be like '97. Um, First CD I bought was Jay-Z in my lifetime.
Mm.
Man, I've been a Hove. I've been a whole fan ever since, man. But that was the first. I remember going out to the store. I think I probably had like $30 on me, and
Yeah,
I was like, either I saw in my lifetime, and I saw Masterpiece Ghetto D also, which is also a classic, especially in the
classic,
South. And I
classic.
was like, man, and Life After Death was out, Wu Tang Forever was out during that time. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this dude over here, man. And you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
that I never really heard of, and it
right.
turned out to be just a masterful thing, man, that I did, man, by buying that because I became a fan from that moment on. So definitely. What do you when you look around the landscape of like hip hop right now, like what do you think about it, man? Like what do you think's missing? What do you think needs to be more enforced? Like what's your feelings on it?
I would say what needs to be more enforced is more people keeping it a buck with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just being more real. Because the fact that we live in this social media age where, you know what I'm saying, people see what you're doing on a day to day basis. I think your lyrics should reflect not exactly what you're showing them, but you know what I'm saying, being truthful. I feel like it's easy to write rhymes when you're telling the truth. It's so easy to do it.
Yeah,
It's once you start lying and fabricating things. I mean, there's one thing we're in hip hop, so like obviously things can get exaggerated. That's okay because it's part
yeah,
of the art. I get that,
right,
but creating a whole false narrative and then trying to keep that up for years on end gotta be like, that's how some people just phase out because it's like I don't know what else to lie about. You know what I
right,
mean?
right. What do you
But like when
what,
you tell the truth, it's almost just like diary entries at this point.
yeah. Yeah. What do you think that when you think like you just hit the nail on the coffin right there when you said like be honest, be yourself. Why do you think a lot of MCs are like not doing that?
I feel like they're afraid of what the public will think of them if they already started on a certain thing for them to switch up and try to be something else. I think they're afraid to do that. I feel like if you come in being real, being honest, telling both sides of whatever it is that's going on and not just glorifying some negative things, you can talk about the negative things but talk about the negative impacts those things can have as well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I feel like if you're gonna tell a story, tell the whole story.
right, right.
The
Oh,
setbacks, not just the wins, and got these kids out here thinking they can be you when you not even who you perceive yourself to be.
that's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's right. That's right. No, I feel you. I say that all the time, man. Like, you know what I mean? When I come across younger artists or artists that's making music and they send me their music, I said the best thing that you can be, man, is vulnerable in your music and speak your truth. But make sure when you're speaking your truth, it's your truth and it's not somebody else's truth.
Exactly.
Think about it from a longevity standpoint. How long do you want to be making music? How long do you want to be in this?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
How would you describe your sound?
I would say, man, to explain the sound, I would say it's heavy, heavy soul. I'm big on like soul samples, and you know, but I feel like part of my name being Tetris is that I can fit these lines into different
Yeah,
subcategories,
pockets. Yeah,
and different pockets exactly. So I look at things as a challenge. Like I just got a beat that I think it's like a 7 bar loop. So it's like it's so obscure that it's like I'm looking at it as a puzzle right now. But to get off of the question, I think all around is just like chill vibes. Something something you can play and clean your kitchen to, something you can ride to, vibe out to. I do the bouncy joints sometimes, you know what I mean? But my lane is more chilling, relaxing, smoking, all that.
yeah. When I go on your page, man, and I listen to a lot of your freestyles, man. And you know what I mean? Like to hear you, man, like just flow the way that you flow, man. It comes off so effortlessly. You know what I mean? Like I know you working hard at it, but like when I hear you, it just feels like this comes natural to you. Um,
I
like
appreciate it.
when you're doing those, like when you're doing like the reels and you're doing the freestyles, Like, you know what I mean? Like, what, like, where are you getting that inspiration from to do that?
Honestly, when it comes to to doing the reels, it's like I might hear a beat and I hear it so many times because it might be something that's trending. It's like, man, this beat go crazy. I'm just gonna slide on this and give it to the people, and that's usually how it is. And when it comes to me, like as far as the concepts come, I usually let the beat tell me what to say. I know that
Yeah,
may sound weird, but the beat tells me exactly what to say. Once I get them first lines going, then it's over from there.
yeah, yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
I feel that. Um, when did you know you wanted to be an MC?
Elementary school. I knew I wanted to do that.
Yeah,
I just love watching music videos and seeing how like people were so creative with their rhymes and just I was fascinated from way young, you know.
yeah,
Then also like looking at them old movies like The Temptations, Five Heartbeats, how like just seeing the come up story of people and just just the road to glory and I was always fascinated by that stuff,
yeah,
just
yeah,
seeing people grind and get it out the mud, you know what I mean?
yeah. No, no, no. That's real. Um, what was the name of the first song you ever wrote? If you remember, you might not remember.
uh of the first song that I ever wrote and put
You got
on wax, it was called Shut Down.
okay,
It was called Shut Down,
okay.
and
Shut
it was
down.
pretty much kind of like a song just talking about I'm here to shut it down type,
Okay,
that's how I kind of went.
okay, okay. What is your favorite rap lyric of all time?
Favorite rap lyric.
Favorite rap lyric of all time. If you had to pick one, what would be your favorite one?
um it would have since I'm on the spot right now, I'm gonna just say something that's it would be Hove on the Hovey baby. The I'm so far ahead of my time. I'm about
Yeah,
to start another life. Look behind you. I'm about to pass you twice.
twice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, mine's would probably be a whole one too. Can I
Yeah.
live?
Okay.
Um, when he's like, I stepped it up another level, meditated like a Buddhist,
Mm.
recruited Latunis that's ludicrous, plans on getting cream, let's do this. So it's TDS. So I
So
keep one
keep
eye
one eye
open like
open like
CBS.
CBS.
You see me
Mm-hmm.
stressed, right? Yeah, that would be
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes.
that would be mine.
I mean, when it comes to Hove, any of them can be it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. He's got so many, man. He's got
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah.
What inspires you?
Um, life, things that I do on a daily basis, the vacations I take, the me getting older and experiencing different things, being more open minded to things, and that just comes with a lot more stuff to rap about. Like when something as simple as just trying new dishes at restaurants and all that kind of stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I've eaten things now that I never thought I would have before.
yeah,
And just experiencing life. Also seeing others come out the mud and get to it. Like that inspires me. I ain't got an ounce of hate in me on nobody that's getting it out the mud and doing what they supposed to do. You know what
yeah,
I mean? But I would have to say just living life. I try to find motivation in everything, man.
yeah,
Motivation in documentaries and movies and music and real life.
yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. When you think about Virginia, you know what I mean. A lot of good MCs have come out of Virginia. You know, you got the Clips, a lot of great producers, Pharrell, Timbaland. You got Missy.
Yep.
Um, there's a lot of tradition in Virginia. When you think about the Virginia rap scene, how do you feel about it?
Uh, to be honest with you, I feel like it's a lot of people that for a long time just didn't reach out to each other. It's so isolated. Like nobody working with nobody, and it's wild because like they consider this like the beginning of the South, and usually people from the South kind of click up and work together. That's kind of how they was taking over early 2000s because
Hmm.
everybody was on everybody album, everybody was in everybody video,
Yep.
cameos everywhere. I
Yep.
feel like here it's a little more isolated, more like up north, where everybody want to be this king figure instead of just being humble and be like, let's get it all together. But then I also feel like the music from here isn't even being pushed the way it should be either.
Yeah.
So it's like that's another thing. With those two things together, that I think that's what's hindering us right now.
Yeah. I would
You know,
agree. You know what I mean? Like when I think about, even when I think about being up here in Boston, there's so many good MCs in Boston, but it's like everybody is working individually. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to come together and do some things. You got a couple of crews in the city, you know what I mean? I got, a lot of music. Shout out to Sheikh Hanif, man, and Feed the Family. You know what I mean? That's probably one of the best rap crews up in Boston right now. The thing is, they got a brotherhood, man, and they make good music together. They make good music separately as well. Um, so like, I mean, you'll see that in here and there, but like, you're right. Like, you don't see, hey, man, come get on my mixtape. Hey, come get on my album. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting ready to go shoot a video. Come hop in the video. It's not like that no more, man. And I wish it was. I wish hip hop would go back to that. You know?
and I feel like in a sense, I'm trying to restore that feeling for
Yeah,
one by reaching out to other Virginia artists that I fuck with like that I feel like are very talented and collaborating with them. Also
yeah,
linking up with producers and doing full projects with that producer and kind of cross networking that way. Where
yeah.
it's like if we do this whole project together, it's like we painted this art piece together.
Right.
So the people that are fans of me will learn of you if they don't already know of you, and vice versa. And that's kind of how we keep it pushing.
Right.
And that's
Right.
kind of the feeling I want to restore. And I get that motivation from like people like Alchemist who does full projects with people, and you know, I just love that. That's kind of my thing right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. What's a quote you live by?
mm. A quote that I live by. Mm, it's a good one. Um, I would have to say, shoot for the stars. And you know what I'm saying? If you miss, you can land on the cloud.
Yeah.
100% of the shots that you don't take are misses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I like that. I like that. Quote, man, a quote for me, man, is the highest human act is to inspire. That's Nipsey Hussle.
Mm.
You know?
R.I.P.
Yes, rest in peace to Nip, man. When he said that, man, I was like, man, I mean, I feel that way. Like just being I do this, I'm a teacher, you know what I mean? So I'm standing in front of young people every day. You know what I mean? I teach sixth, seventh, and eighth grade history. You know what I mean? So I'm giving them the history, I'm giving them the knowledge every day. And then I got this platform, man, that I built for myself, man. Just for people out here, man, really doing their thing, man. Like you said, man, getting it out the mud. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Coming
Yeah.
across people like yourself and other people that
Yeah.
are out here really doing something
Yeah.
special. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I can hear it already. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like my job when I hear it is try to figure out how to way to connect so I can share that with the world. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate
And
that,
like
brother.
that's what it's all about for me, man. Is just taking these experiences that I get on here
Yeah.
and connecting it with somebody, man. I never know who may watch this episode and be like, yo, I'm in VA, you know what I'm saying? Let me holler at him. Let me holler at Tetris. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
You
that's
know what I mean?
how it
So
works. Yeah.
and other artists that may come that may watch this and stuff like that. So
Yep.
it's just a great way to network, man, and just something that,
Yeah.
I love doing.
Yeah.
Um you
And
working on
quick,
your
quick thing
EP, right?
before you, quick
Go
thing
ahead.
before you get to what you about to say. Don't forget what you about to say. I just want to take the time out to say shout out to you for doing your thing and helping molding young minds out here. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
That's a big thing that we need out here.
Thank you,
That's a
man.
big
Thank
thing we need out here.
No, I
Just wanted to
appreciate
say
that,
that.
man. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yeah.
I know you got an EP getting ready to come out. Talk to me a little bit about the EP, man, that you got ready that you working on. I saw I saw the reel for it, the little trailer for it, man. Explain to me, man. Um, just a little bit about the EP, the process behind it, and the
Okay.
thinking behind it.
Okay. So the name of the EP is called Let's Sound Different, right?
Okay.
And the abbreviation of that is LSD. So that's why kind of the visuals were very trippy, LSD esque visuals. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you're on a trip, and it's a short EP. It's real in and out. It's 3 tracks, right? And the visuals I'm gonna have to accompany it is gonna be really trippy, but the whole Let's Sound Different thing is just me saying that we don't need to keep doing what's perceived to be normal. You know what I'm saying? What's perceived on the radio, what everybody thinks is what it is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the more of living life and just hearing, like, what I like hearing is people that are actually in the industry. You know what I'm saying? When they start telling their story on their podcast and they talking about how, you know, payola and all this kind of stuff, everything is really fake. When they make a record, this big record, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that it ain't. They're not just looking at the talent. It's like, if that's really the case, then why are we trying to sound like something that people are just pushing anyway? Just do what you want to do,
Right.
you know. And let's sound it. Not everybody has to sound the same. Let's sound different. Let's start doing it.
Yeah. 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 No, I
And
I agree with that.
that's kind of the whole basis of that of that project.
Okay. Who did you work with one producer on this?
Yes. He goes by the name of Perico Corleone
Okay. Okay.
from New York. So some New York connection going on there.
There you go.
Um,
New York, VA.
shout out to bro. He gave me 3 heaters, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready and excited to put that out.
Yeah,
So
man. I can't wait to
be
hear it,
on,
man.
I appreciate it. Be on the lookout. That's coming real soon. When I say real soon, I mean I'm giving you the release date probably by the end of the week.
Okay. Okay. I was about to ask that. Like, do you know when you wanna push
Yeah,
that out?
yeah.
Um, anything like that? Okay. Um, when you sat down, so like you're giving us the EP. My guess is like you're probably gonna follow that with some sort of an album. Have you thought that far yet? Or are you still like just trying to get everything together?
So I'm right as of right now. I'm working on the following album,
Okay.
right? And that's I'm doing that one with another producer, and he goes by the name of Mr. Knock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I linked up with him through a homie named Della Forte. Shout out to him as well. That's VA Connect stuff. So that's another part of the thing I was just saying, of just us getting together and making things rock. But I'm working on that right now. So as the EP is doing what it's doing, I'm following it up with that. And honestly, man, I got a whole bunch of stuff in the chamber coming for this year.
Okay.
This year alone. So like it's a lot coming.
Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 I can't wait, man. I can't wait to
Appreciate
hear
it.
it.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
talk to me, man, about fatherhood, man, about being a father.
Oh
Um,
man.
what does that mean to you?
Fatherhood is a whole nother part of it. It's like that that part is the part that just drives you as well. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just me.
Yeah.
I got these little ones here. It makes you move sharper. It makes you just be an all around smarter, better human being. I
Yeah.
feel like, because it's not just you anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And I love it, man. I love it because I get to buy my kids the things that I didn't get, as a kid, and kind of relive my childhood through them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put them on all the old stuff I was on. I just had the kids playing Golden on the Nintendo 64 the other day. So
Yeah.
like, just stuff like that, priceless moments, and just
Yeah.
being a dad. I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah, nah, man, I love it too.
And that,
I'm a father of three.
that's
2
shout
girls
out.
and a boy and my son, and you know what I mean. I've just been loving the experience, man, of just being a father, being a husband.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
that whole thing, you know what I'm saying, to bringing everything full circle. So and just having that balance, man, like introducing them to new things, they introducing me to new stuff, and we
Yup.
kind of like vibing and we're kind of like learning off each other. So it's
That's
really
a fact.
dope, man. It's dope.
That's a fact.
Um,
And one more thing I wanted to add on that is it also makes me move with a lot more intention now. So it's like if I'm somewhere, it needs to be for a reason, you
yeah,
know, not just me being outside to be outside. You know what I mean? None of that. Like if it's a networking opportunity, if it's to show love, I'm there. But if it's just to be outside, just to be like, hey, I'm outside now, I'm good on that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean,
You
that's
know?
the thing. That's the thing now. Everybody, they want to be outside. It's getting
Right.
hot. It's like,
Right.
man, you got to be outside with a purpose, man. You can't just be
Absolutely.
outside, just doing
Absolutely.
something. You got to be moving, networking, connecting with people. You know what I'm saying? So, no,
Right.
I feel that. Um, Top 10. Who's in your top 10, man? Greatest rappers of all time.
Hmm. You gonna do me like that, man?
Yeah, I got. You got to tell me your top 10. Everybody,
All right,
everybody that came on here, man, they done gave me their top 10. So,
all right. No particular order.
no particular order, just your
No
10.
particular order. Hove is one.
Yep.
That order I do know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. We got Wayne. Wayne is in there for sure.
Okay.
All right. Nas is in there for sure.
Okay.
Um, Busta's in there for me for sure.
Oh, Buster. Okay. I haven't heard a lot of people put Buster in their top 10, but that's
Okay.
why. Like, why would you put Buster in there? Because I feel like Buster belongs in everybody's top 10, but
Yeah.
I just haven't had nobody who came on and said, you know what, Buster's my guy. He's in my top 10.
We gotta be, man. So for one, just I've never seen a performer better than him.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I've never seen a person perform on stage better than that man.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people slept on his albums, his production, his ear for beats was crazy. His style was crazy, and just the way he transformed from how he was in the '90s to carry on and reinvent himself constantly, but still keep the core of himself is wild.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy every Busta Rhymes album. I enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he got to be in there for me. Uh, where we at? We at like five now? Is that
Five
five?
now. Yep.
Okay. We throwing Biggie and Pac in there for sure.
Okay.
You know, we got them in there. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, right? Um, hmm. I would have to go. Where we at now? We at seven.
We got seven.
Okay. Eight would have to be. Well, not in no particular order, but Kiss,
Okay. Jada. Okay.
right?
Yep.
Mm. Two more. Two more. Um, I'm gonna have to go a little newer and bring on Cole,
Okay.
right? I gotta bring in Cole. Um, and I'll go ahead and throw in Kendrick too.
Okay. I might hold that thought because I'm definitely gonna ask you about that. How you feel about the beat? But we gonna come
Okay.
back to that.
Okay.
So my 10, I'm gonna go Hove for one. Hove's always gonna be one. Um, Two for me would be the DOC.
Okay.
Uh, Shout out to the DOC. I had the DOC on my podcast, man, which was an
Oh,
honor for
nice.
me.
Nice.
I've been a
That's
DOC.
crazy.
I've been a DOC fan, man, since I've been in high school. I
Okay.
reached out to him, man. He was like, "Man, I'll come on and do the podcast." It was my 50th episode, man, and You know what I mean? And that meant so much to me, man, because I've been a fan of No One Could Do It Better. I think No One Could Do It Better is one of the greatest hip hop albums ever created. And to be able to sit across with him, man, and vibe with him, man, and connect with him, and get his insight on his battles with Ice Cube and writing for Easy E and working with Dr. Dre, like that was an experience in itself. So the DOC will probably be my two. Um, Drake's my three. I mean, he down bad right now, but um, I like I like he down bad right now, man. But I like Drake. Um, Fife Dog from Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
Nas. Ransom. I don't know, a lot of people
Ooh,
not on Ransom. Ransom.
Ransom go crazy.
Ransom is dope. J Electronica.
He's crazy.
Um, what's that? I think that's six. I'm gonna give some love to Griselda, man. I love Benny the Butcher.
Benny's fire.
You know what I mean? I
All of
love
them
Benny.
fire.
Yeah, they all
But
fire,
yeah,
man. I
yeah.
gotta give love to them. Well, that's seven. Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Big Daddy Kane. Um, that's eight. Raekwon from Wu Tang. That's nine. And my last one, um, probably be Nipsey Hussle, man. To be honest,
Okay.
I'll
That's
probably be
respect.
Nip. I don't have everybody kills me because I never have Biggie and Pac in my top 10. And like my thing is, like all those MCs I just named, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to fit them in there with what I like. Not that I don't like Pac and Big,
Yep.
but
Yep.
like, you know what I'm saying? I'll pick up and listen to Only Built for Cuban Links, you know what I mean? Reasonable Doubt, No One
Yep.
Could Do It Better, anything from Tribe Called Quest,
Yep.
um, Long Live the Kane. Like I'll pick those up before I pick up anything else that Biggie and Pac came out
Mm.
with.
Okay.
Um,
I understand that.
um, the Drake and Kendrick battle, man. I gotta get your opinion. You're an MC. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what side you was on. Um, what did you think about the diss songs? And where do you think, it's a three-part question, where do you think they both go from this battle?
Okay. All right. So one, I was on no side.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
I was on the side of hip hop and making sure these two dudes and their entourages and everyone surrounded walked away from this good. Right?
Right.
I was just an advocate of that. That's it. But I wanted to hear the bars. I wanted to hear them get blood on their knives. I wanted to see that for sure. Right? Um, Based off my top 10, you would think that I don't like Drake.
Right.
Drake is a phenomenal artist. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And the only reason I didn't put Drake in my top 10 was because I kind of wasn't even gonna go to this day and age,
Yeah.
really, right? But now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like he needs to be in there, and I feel like Kanye needs to be in there.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm tripping now, but I feel like my list was still solid regardless. So
Yeah. Yeah.
plug and play,
Yeah.
right? Um, who who won? Um, I don't have a definitive winner, but I
Oh,
I can and
okay.
I can explain why.
Explain that to me.
Okay, so with on Drake's side of things, he for him planting false information and having a whole great song like Meet the Grams not even be as valid anymore is a hell of a chess move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then to incorporate what you did in a rhyme and kind of like end it that way, I thought that was a powerful chess move, and that was a perfect time to walk away and be like, all right, this is done. So that was masterfully done.
Okay.
However, the the creativity Kendrick had in these diss songs, and with that whole underlying tone and being able to create something like Meet the Grams, pen a letter to entire family, um, and just how he went the opposite of what Drake was doing, which was like bouncy music, something you could dance to the club to, and but was still getting his point across from a entirely different spectrum was was dope to me. You know what I'm saying? And to end his off with a joint that was a bouncy joint that's going crazy right now.
Yeah.
That's number one right now.
Yeah.
Is wild too. So it's like I gotta give them both their flowers and say like this was a good you know what I'm saying, what you call it,
Battle.
yeah, battle, but like I'm trying to think of like Street Fighter when you knock each other out at the same time, double KO type
Double
thing.
KO. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's kind of how it was. I don't have a definitive winner. I think they both walk away from this and continue to have great careers, and it's a battle for the books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't
I
have a definitive winner, man. Like I can't.
Yeah. I I agree. Um, I think that for me, I like when Drake put out the first two songs. He put out Push Ups. He put
Yeah,
out the Tailor Made Freestyle.
yeah,
I thought Tailor Made Freestyle was very creative. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He was trolling a little bit, but the
yep,
fact that he wrote Pac's part, he wrote Snoop's part,
yep,
get some West Coast legends. We need you. Come on, bro. What you doing?
yep,
I thought that was clever on his part.
yep,
He was begging for the smoke. All
yep.
right. Kendrick comes out with Euphoria. All right. He got the Teddy P playing at the beginning.
It's
You
crazy.
know, and then, and then he just switches. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I thought that was dope. I was like, all right, we in a battle now.
yeah,
Then he came back. You know what I'm saying? Drake came back with Family Matters. Family Matters was dope. Especially when the second beat, he was killing that. He was in his
yeah,
pocket on that one.
yeah,
And I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I was up that night. I was like, all right, on Family Matters. All right, we good. Here
yeah,
comes Kendrick with Meet the Grams.
yeah, yeah.
Which it almost was like, man, he thought, like he knew. Somebody had to tell him, like, yo, he dropping tonight. You need to
Right,
go ahead and go to the studio so you can
right,
drop right after he dropped.
right.
Which again, I thought that was a clever move by Kendrick.
Yeah,
Again, a lot of that stuff is false now. Um, and let's not forget he had the 616 LA song too.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? We all know when Drake does the timestamps, we know he
he goes
gets
crazy.
down when he does the
Yeah,
timestamps.
yeah,
You know, and so like he beat him at his own game with that. And then you
yeah,
got the They Not Like Us song that's just jumping all over the place right now, which is not even Kendrick's style, you
right,
know? So
right,
he's kind of like, all right, I'm gonna beat you at your thing. Like you make the
right.
hits, you get
You're
people
right.
dancing. I'm gonna make the hit. I'm gonna make a hit too and get people dancing. So I thought it was clever. I thought all
Yeah,
in all it was clever.
yeah.
It's definitely gonna go down as one of the greatest hip hop battles of all time. Um,
If not the best,
it's not the
honestly.
best. No. Who would you
Yeah,
say? Who would you say is the best?
I think I might have to say this one, just
Okay.
to keep it real with the amount that was done in such a short amount of
On
time.
time. Yeah.
It was like we got a couple rounds out of this, like, and quickly too.
Yeah.
We didn't have to wait for albums to come out to hear a little subliminal diss on track 8. It was
Right.
straight up back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that was good. And Drake is somebody who's known to just knock people out. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like Kendrick wasn't going nowhere.
Right.
He was there to stay.
He was here. He
And
was
it's
here.
like, yeah, I loved it, man. I think that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was great for hip hop. I definitely thought it was great for hip hop, and you know what I mean. I knew it wasn't gonna go on forever, man. But I'm like, damn. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. We'll get something else like that later on. But like, I've had the chance to like be here for the Drake and Kendrick. I was there for the Nas and Hove. I was
Yup.
there for the
Yup.
Pac and Biggie. Even though I was a
Yep.
little bit younger for the Pac and Biggie, I still somewhat understood it.
Yep.
You had Ice Cube, just an NWA, No Vaseline. But to
Yep.
me, I think is one of the greatest diss tracks of all time is that.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so you know what I'm saying? You had all of that. So it was definitely a great battle
Yeah. Facts.
though. What do you hope your music does for people?
Um, Motivate them, give them something to chill, meditate to. Um, Something that's uplifting, whether it's in the fact of like, you know what I'm saying, go get it, it's possible. Um, you know what I'm saying. I want people to enjoy it for what it is, to be able to tell the hunger and the effort that I put into it,
Yeah.
that it's respected, and you know, that's really it.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Um, I ask people this question all the time, man. Um, 10 people you could invite to a dinner, dead or alive. Who you inviting?
10 people.
10 people
Hmm. Dead or alive, to a dinner.
to a dinner.
Okay. Um. mm, Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Um. Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington. Okay.
Um. Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Okay.
Dr. Sebi.
Dr. Sebi. Okay. These are some good ones, man. I haven't heard these ones.
Um. Malcolm X.
Michael X.
Albert Einstein. Where we at?
We had 5. These are some good ones, though.
Jay Z.
Jay-Z. Okay. I think that's 7 right there.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. All right, that's 8. You got 2 more. 2 more spots.
Nelson Mandela.
Okay. One more. These are good ones, man.
and Erica Badu.
I like that. All those names that you said. I mean, I've done. This is my 59th episode. At some point, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take everybody's. I'm gonna make probably like a reel or a video of everybody's top 10 people they invite to dinner, because I think it's just so fascinating to hear people from different parts of the world say different people. Um, People I've had whole, but it's like everybody you just named, man, is all great thinkers, man, and great leaders. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna walk away with so many gems and so much gain from your dinner, which is beautiful, man. So thank you for saying that. If what would a younger version, what would an older version of yourself tell a younger version of yourself?
Um, Keep going.
Yeah,
Love what you do. Continue to love what you do. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do what you want to do. Um, and things are gonna turn out pretty well.
yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. What advice would you give to me, man?
To you,
Yeah,
I would say keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Um, do what you do times two.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's it, man. Don't let shoot. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do what you're doing right now.
yeah.
Um, Maintain a healthy work life balance.
Okay,
Uh, you know what I'm saying? For the misses and the little ones, all
yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? Communication is key with both of them.
yeah.
Um, and you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do.
No, thank you, man. I mean, I said this at the beginning, man, when I introduced you, man. I love what you're doing out here, man. Um, I see the
Thank,
love in the music.
thank
There's a
you.
lane for you, man, because it's the music is starting to get back to real MCing, man, and you're a real MC. You know what I'm saying? And I use that word MC very. I keep that very close to me, man, because you know what I mean. I learned when I interviewed the DOC that there's a difference between a rapper and an MC. Um, and you're an MC, man. You know what I'm saying? The
Thank you.
passion and the love. You always got a supporter in me, man. You need anything from me, please, man, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I definitely will be copying your EP when it comes out. I will be pushing it. And I
Thank you, sir.
appreciate you, man, coming on my platform, man, and just being
Anytime.
opening up, man, and being a guest on the Hanging with A podcast, man. So I appreciate you for doing that for me, man.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Yeah. All right, man. But I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
man, and just thank you, man.
All right. Thank you too, brother.